Hi beautiful light beings, welcome to this video. It's Tiffany here. In today's video, this video is part of the Arcturian teaching series, and in today's topic we are going to talk about remembering your soul's journey, specifically more about intergalactic and multiverse traveling as a soul. This series was downloaded to me by my Arcturian guides a few weeks back, and now I'm just having a chance to sit down and make a video about it. And I'm so excited to share with you guys more about what I have learned, researched over these past few months. Hopefully, the information in this video will help you affirm some of your experiences, expand your consciousness, or perhaps help you further your spiritual remembrance even deeper. Welcome back, beautiful beings of light, and many of you are my regular subscribers, and you know that I always have a lot to share and I tend to go off topic sometimes, so I have some notes on the side here that helps me stay on track. So if you see me looking off to the side of the camera, I'm helping myself keep on track, so please excuse me for that. And so there are many souls upon our planet that has traversed the multiverse and different dimensions. We have heard of the term new souls or old souls, and they are these ancient souls that have come from a very far away place in the multiverse, right? Some have come into this universe from another universe. Some have come into this sector of the galaxy from another sector of the galaxy. And so a lot of times I notice that these souls are quite ancient and have gone through quite a lot of lifetimes. So some of these souls, right, have usually been traveling from other multiverses or intergalactical system, and they usually, I find, enter through some of these stargates that to us are known as Sirius, Lyra, Orion, and at times the Pleiades as well. And so there are these ancient souls that have traveled into these other galaxies, and they bring this very unique energy signature into this sector of the galaxy. Now, as above, so below, right? You might be thinking, well, why would a soul be doing this? Why would they want to come from another sector of the galaxy or another multiverse into this section of the galaxy? Well, it's just like, why do we want to travel around the world, right? Why do we want to explore other countries? It's because we want to expand, right? You get that feeling of expansion. Sometimes you travel because of a mission. So there's the Galactic Federation and then like the Intergalactical Federation. So if a soul is part of the Intergalactical Federation, at times they would have mission to go into other galaxies to there could be different reasons, right? It could be scientific, it could be due to liberation or assisting in ascension for other races and civilizations. So each soul is different, and so what I'm sharing here is a guideline, right? So I'm trying to be as general as I can. And there are some signs that you can tell if you are like an ancient soul. And I use myself as an example because that's the best way that I learn or I teach. And so when I'm talking about myself, it's not coming from like an ego standpoint and say, oh, I am this. It's more for understanding in order to help you. So for example, in some of my past videos, I've shared with you guys that my soul was first created in the elemental realm, which is a different multiverse. And so my soul have traversed from that dimension of the multiverse into this dimension of the multiverse, most likely from the Arcturus Stargate. So in itself, when you open your Akash, sometimes people can get confused and be like, why do I have all these connections to this realm and that realm and this planet and that planet? In truth, just to become like this human template alone, you will need at least like 2,000 lifetimes or 3,000 lifetimes to come into this form. And so think about like these thousands of lifetimes that you have gone through, right? To evolve your soul into this point on your journey, if we were to understand it in a linear manner. And so there's a lot of soul wisdom that you have gathered from different realms and different places, and you will find that they usually have a similar energetic signature when it comes to these travelers. So let's talk about what are some signs. So number one is that you would have memories of multiple timelines before the solar system, and these lifetimes are like fractals, very much like an infinity mirror. So think about the infinity mirror, right? There's one mirror in front of you, one behind, and there's all these fractals around, expanding outwards from your current perspective. And so for myself, as an example, I remember seeing all these timelines that is not even part of this sector of the galaxy. It's not Arcturus, it's not Lyra, it's not Sirius, it's not here. I remember it as an intergalactical lifetime. And in that lifetime, what I remember was I came here from another sector, another galaxy, and there was a spaceport, and it looks like a floating city. And when the spaceship would come, they would dock into the space dock, and it almost looked like a very intricate city. And I was there as on a mission. Like, that's what I remember, that I'm here to do something. There's a mission there. There's like this energy of I'm coming here to continue my mission in this sector of the galaxy. And so that's how I remembered my intergalactical travel. And so some of you, right, this might awaken something or affirm something for you as well. The second sign is that you would have remembrance of your higher dimensional body. So this is not new, and it has been talked about in many different sources. The movie Avatar, that consciousness transfer and technologies. In Raymond Keller's books, which I've interviewed in my channel, he talked about how the Venusians also have this technology called translation. Elena Danan, right, also a guest in my channel in the past interview, she also described in her book, she was her Palladian body was disclosed to her, and she was in stasis in a pod. And so this type of technology might seem so far-fetched to us, but in fact, to the galactic world, it's quite common. And so many of you that are really old souls, right, or star seeds, you would remember or have memories triggered or activated where you have a higher dimensional body in stasis. There's also been articles, I think David Wilcock have talked about this, where there are research articles where they were able to find these giants' body in stasis. And so this is not new, right? And some of us would remember a higher dimensional body. So rather yours be a Palladian body. For me, I'm remembering mine as an Arcturian body. This is where I'm thinking I'm going to go after this body is done. I'm going to return back to that Arcturian body. The third sign is that you would have a tough time awakening in this lifetime, and you might have experienced things like negative entities or negative implants, because the quantum signature of your soul stands out more easily. Right? If you are a soul that's created in this sector of the galaxy on Earth, your energy signature is going to harmonize more with Earth, right? But if you are a soul, and again, linearly speaking, that was created in another galaxy, in another multiverse, when you punch through, right, these stargates to come here, your quantum signature is going to vibrate differently. Again, think about as above, so below, right? When you go into a foreign country, sometimes you're going to stick out a little bit because you have a different vibe. So it applies almost the same in this scenario. And so that's why sometimes we will have a lot of trouble. And this goes for starseeds, old souls, ancient souls. They have a tough time adjusting to the frequency of this planet, because this planet is very dense. If you think about the multiverse, our universe is like a macaroon shape. And at the top is the light universe. At the bottom is the dark universe, and Earth is somewhere right here, right now. We are moving up, right, as we ascend, but we are kind of in the boundaries between light and dark. That's why the battle here is so fierce and so intense, because the dark is battling for Earth. And so the good news is that Earth is now liberated and we have realigned to source. So does our galactic central sun is now realigned to natural law, no longer under draconian law. And so at that time, you might be feeling that it's easier and lighter in your life, even though there's some chaos and purification and purging that needs to be happening, maybe in your own life or you see in the collective. We are heading towards the higher timeline. We've made it. This is like the last stretch, right, that we are going through. Fourth is that you innately knows about the galactic central sun, and that's because in that shape of our universe, as you raise your vibration more and more, you get closer and closer and closer to the galactic central sun. So for example, if we are here, the angels and the ascended master would be closer to the galactic central sun in the middle. And there's been other different terms in different cultures. Some people call this realm Paroma. Some people call this realm Asgard, and we are Midgard. So these are not new knowledge, right? It's been passed down in many traditions and many sacred scriptures. The reason why an ancient soul will have remember and innately know how to work with the galactic central sun is because that's how we get teleported into other multiverses. So I haven't found out exactly the details how it works, and maybe we're not supposed to know everything, right, in this human perspective, but innately you just work with the galactic central sun because you're very connected with it and you have worked with the galactic central sun before. So these are the 4 signs that I notice as an ancient soul that have traversed in other realms. So I'm just using my example, right? In readings and sessions, I notice that every soul is different. Some souls are more like angelic souls. They come from, their soul is created in the angelic realm, and then they slowly project themselves downwards and then returning back to the higher realm, just like the circle, right, of Taoism. So every soul is different, and I hope that this video is helpful to you, to help you perhaps affirm your experiences or just expand your knowledge and awareness in general. And if you would like more private support, I do offer private sessions, training classes to activate your light language, channel with your guides, and to become a healer. Please feel free to check out the links below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go out there, work your magic, and shine your light.